Hello, I'm doing an unboxing of Circadians First Light. This has been on my shelf of shame for quite some time, and so I decided now is finally the time to at least unbox it and then hopefully give it a try soon. So this is still sealed. So this is a game by S.J. McDonald by Garfield Games. Um, I really like the art on this. If I remember correctly, there was some uh, criticism on the art, but actually, I like it. Um, there's a lot to unpack here. As you can see, this table could get pretty full for a four-player game. But luckily, I will be playing this just by myself, likely. Maybe if like the game enough to want to teach it to somebody else, I'll play with my husband. But other than that, it will likely just be a simple solo game for me to play, and yeah, just very excited to dive into this one because it's been on my mind. I've been wanting to get into this game for a pretty long time since it came out actually. So I figured why not? I do have a day off from work today and my son is napping, so I should have some time to get this one at least unboxed. Alright, so let's get this box opened. Alright. So right off the bat, this looks like a rule book. Right, tells you about the components, the setup, and then the solo rules. Let's see, where will they be? Maybe it's just built in to the game. I'm actually not sure where the solo rules are. I'm sure there is a section for some clarifications about the AI. Yeah, rules for actioning AI dice. Okay. So on page 21, not too complex, I guess. AI versus multiple opponents. Oh, here we go. The solo variant is on page 18 of the rule book. So there's a couple pages long. To be expected for a game of this magnitude. Okay. All right, we have some cardboard punch out stuff. So you can watch me do that. I really do like the representation and the art itself. Okay, we'll toss these. Then we have some dividers. So normally in a multiplayer game, you'd be able to use this to kind of hide your board so that your teammates can't see. And then obviously they made use of the space on this by putting how to set up your board, and then the phases, and then your end game scoring. So all the information you would need is right here. So this is a nice player guide. All right, and then here we have some of the tokens. So it looks like you just have to punch these out. I'm sorry, these are not tokens. This is a board, and then you would just have to punch these out to use the board. Put that right there. I don't know how I'm gonna do a playthrough video of this on this small playmat, but I'll try to find a way to make it work. All right. I've only watched a few playthroughs of these, so I'm really not too knowledgeable yet on these, what these are. But I am very excited to learn more about this game. It definitely has dice, so I'm excited for that aspect of the game. But I know that Sean Phillips helped work on this one, so I'm also excited from that standpoint too. I also always love punching these things out and organizing them. I don't know if maybe that's just me, but I actually find it kind of relaxing to do it. So I actually don't mind. But then again, I've bought used games before that were seemingly unplayed, or so they said. And obviously those were pre-punched. And it was actually nice just being able to just dive right into the game without having to, punch out anything. So there's both sides to it. Okay. All right. Oh, we have the market. So we have a first light, maybe the first player marker. And then we have some locations: the market, the mining camp, the laboratory, foundry, academy, and control room. Then we have some boards here. Is this might be the AI board. And then on the back, I believe these are the player boards. So, put those here. And then we have the depository and the headquarters on one board. Then the back is the same. Okay, so notated here, 1 to 3 players. 4 players is on the back. So the 4-player mode actually gets a special treatment here. All right. Then we have a bunch of different markers here, it looks like. We have these. This is the algae. That's what that looks like. And then I believe, is this charge or some sort of energy? We have water. They kind of look like water droplets. And just some markers. I'm sure that will fit in those holes that we saw before. And then these are the crystals or gems. So that's what all that is about. Over here, these are also some additional markers that will be placed on the hexes here, that hex board. And then we have the dice, the beautiful dice. So let me just take those out, roll them around in my hand. Yeah, nice. They kind of remind me of the Sagrada dice. They're like clear and small, so you fit plenty of them in your hand if needed. Then we have some cards here. And some additional cards here. The Allies expansion. Cool. So I'll probably play without the expansion the first time around. But looking at this looks like a very nice insert. So you can see those imprints here for each of those items. And then possibly some stuff to be put here. Something here. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Anyway, that is the unboxing for Circadians First Light. I have a lot of reading and learning to do before I start playing this game, but I am super excited. This will be the first big game that I am learning. I've been mostly focusing on smaller footprint games, even TCGs. I've been definitely focusing a lot more on. But I'm excited in this new year to dive back into more of the long form solo gaming that I fell in love with in 2020. So appreciate you watching as always, and like, comment, subscribe. Always happy to chat with you guys. So thanks again.